Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your April 2025 predictions. I cannot believe it's April already, or we're nearing April. I feel like this year, although the months have felt very long, it's still moving very quickly. Do you feel the same, or is it just me? Like the months are long, very long, but at the same time, I still can't believe it's April. It is moving quickly. I don't know how to make sense of that, but that's exactly how I'm feeling this year. I hope it's a wonderful year for everyone. And by the way, guys, if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. If you prefer for Spirit to pick your pile today, you will also find a timestamp for that down in the description box. I'm just going to pause because I did not flip the decks. I like to do that so that I don't confuse you between the card you're looking at and the card beneath. So let me flip the decks and I'll be back. All right, so in today's reading, you're going to be picking one or more of these Emperor cards, depending on what you're drawn to, or to your crystals. You're going to pick your piles using your crystals. And let me introduce each pile to you. For pile number 1, this is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful carnelian. For pile number 2, there we go. This is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst. Right. And for pile number 3, this is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful Tiger's Eye. For pile number 4, this is your Emperor, and your crystal is the beautiful Ocean Calcite. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It's meant to take you to the readings that you're meant to hear today regarding your April 2025 predictions. So trust it, let it lead the way freely. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that in a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, welcome. This part of the introduction has been created specifically for you so that you can do just that. And as you know, after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 3 signs for each pile, given that we have 4 piles today. And yeah, let's begin. Let's get straight into it. So these will be the signs for pile number 1. These will be the signs for pile number 2. I have 2. Let me pull out one more. These will be the signs for pile number 3. And these will be the signs for pile number 4. Right. So let's get straight into it and find out what signs we have. For pile number 1, the signs are Aries, Gemini, as well as Cancer. The signs for pile number 2 are Pisces, Leo, as well as Libra. The signs for pile number 3 are Aquarius, Sagittarius, as well as Virgo. And the signs for pile number 4 are Taurus, Capricorn, as well as Scorpio. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you prefer to pick your piles using any other placements in your chart, please feel free to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box, which will take you straight to your readings. And please note that the next section is all about spirit picking your pile. If you would like to try this out today, please stick around. If this is something that you prefer not to do today, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer for spirit to pick your pile, welcome. This section has been created specifically for that. And as you know, I assign a different tarot card to each pile. Or rather, I assign a different tarot card to represent each pile. And then I shuffle them around and see which one I missed pulling out or which one attracts my attention, and I will know that this is your pile. So the Magician will be presenting pile number 1, the High Priestess pile number 2, the Empress pile number 3, and the Emperor will be presenting pile number 4. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Whoa, look. If this turns out to be the Empress, then it's definitely pile number 3. If it doesn't, I must say that there's a huge highlight on pile number 3 when it comes to spirit picking your pile. So it's either going to be 1 if this is the Empress, or 2 if this is something else, the Emperor. So I would say the chosen piles by spirit today are pile number 3 and pile number 4. So these were the different ways in which you can pick your piles today, my dear soul family. I hope you've enjoyed them and that they brought clarity on which of these piles is your pile. And once you're ready, as you know, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your April 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful carnelian. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Gemini, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. As you can see on the far right, we have a chart of houses, astrological houses, in which we'll in a moment cast your runes to get an accurate reading of what you can expect in your month of April. So that's the plan. That's what we do every month. And let's get straight into it. So, for pile number 1, please, what can they expect in the month of April 2025, please? 1, 2, 3. Right, so we've got the Uruz rune in the 12th house. I believe the Kanaz rune is in the 12th house as well. We've got what in the 9th house? We've got the Wunyu rune in the 9th house. Lovely. We've got between the 7th and the 6th house the Thurisaz rune. We've got the Yewaz rune in the 12th house. So that's what we have. Let's keep it to the side and let's check out your oracle cards first. Okie dokie. So for the month of April, you've got the 10th house, and you do have a lot of activity in the 10th house indeed. So You've got VIP access. It says status. I love this for you. So the keywords here are public image, reputation, career, long-term goals, fame, recognition, ambition, respect, achievement, honors, success, potential, as well as authority. So a huge 10th house activity going on for you in the month of April. You've got the keyword purpose, fulfillment. I think you're starting to see what I'm seeing here. I think you are following your purpose this month. You're feeling fulfilled. And when one follows their dharma or their purpose or their path, whatever they're meant to do at the moment, they tend to garner a lot of success. And that's what's happening. VIP access, I feel like you're gaining access to something that not a lot of people get to access, it seems. It looks like you're getting a lot of success, and I think you're getting recognized because with the Kanaz rune, it's the rune of light, or is this the rune of harvest? Yes, the light, I was right. The Kanaz, the rune of light. I feel like you're really being seen well this month. You're being recognized. Everybody's knowing about you. Also, you're gaining a lot of information that you didn't know before. And the Uruz rune is a rune of strength and vitality and success. So you're gaining a lot of success, a lot of strength in your career. That's very clear in your reading. So you've got Venus in Pisces with submission. 12th house. You're moving towards your North Node for sure. You've got the Awaz rune here in the 12th house. Right, let's see what this is. You've got bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Loving this for you. Okay. You've got happiness. What a lovely month for this pile. Okay. You've got door, opportunities are waiting for you. Do you see? You've got dragon, beware of self-delusion. You've got grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. And you've got stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Absolutely amazing. Let's now take a look at your tarot cards so that we have a complete picture of your April predictions. So, what can pile number 1 expect in their month of April, please? Starting off the reading with your tarot card reading, I mean, is the Page of Wands. Yeah, new birth, new page. New exciting page. You're following your passions and you're really excited about something here. You're pursuing something. Yeah. Temperance. Nine of Swords. Ace of Wands. The Queen of Cups. And we also have these two, actually these three. And we'll take these to the side for now. So, let's explore these before we continue reading our cards. What's going on this month other than, of course, the destined success that you're about to have on your new path, on your new journey? I would say, I don't know, it looks to me like you're starting something new, or this could be talking about a new opportunity, because look, opportunities are waiting for you. So it looks like this month there's a new opportunity and it makes you think, oh my God, the sky's the limit. All of the things that unravel because of this specific opportunity that shows up makes you think far bigger than you did before with this particular Ace of Wands. You're thinking, oh my God, I can do this, I can do that. This is a moment of channeling. Look at the wink here, of great channeling, because with this opportunity, it allows you to see a direction that you haven't really considered before. And once you finally start paying attention to this direction, maybe you didn't before because with the gecko blocking the way here, you're like, oh, this one's blocked. Let's not think about this. Oh, yeah, this path is blocked. And perhaps you made a big deal out of a small obstacle. And it made sense back then to maybe make a big deal out of it. But it looks to me that this month you're thinking, oh my God, no, I used to stress about it with the Nine of Swords. But really, if I balance things, if I do things in a balanced way, I may be able to make use of this great opportunity. I can do this, I can do that, and I can offer this, and I can do that. And you're thinking about all of these exciting things that I feel you're not going to be able to sleep because you're so excited about. So this kind of reminds me of the balancing things. It's kind of like, let's say the quickest example is things like, oh, I'm not going to start this project because I'm not well versed in technology. So suddenly, all of these opportunities start showing up, and you're like, oh my God, I can't leave all of these opportunities. But what do I do about these technological things? So you have someone that says, it's not such a big deal. I mean, even people who are like 10 years old do it now. All you need to do is do this. I can set this up for you. You do this and you do that. All you need to do is drag and drop and do this and do that. And it's not such a big deal. And you're like, oh my God, this was such a small issue that I was, and because of that, I stopped considering something that could get me a lot of abundance. So it seems with the Queen of Cups, the Temperance, the balance this month between your knowledge, the Kanaz, your knowledge, your experience, as well as with the Uruz rune, the strength of you tackling something that you haven't tackled before, learning something, daring to go in a new direction. The balance here is what makes you unique, and it is unique with the VIP access, and it is what's going to garner all of this prosperity and abundance starting the month of April. So just like a dragon and the grasshopper, you're making leaps and leaps in the month of April. You're really feeling happy because one tends to feel very happy when we're following our soul purpose. We're going in the right direction. We feel it, we know it. Things are working out for us. And when we learn something new, particularly when we dare to go in a direction we haven't before, and we find that it's actually working out, we tend to be happy. So it's really a month where you're going to feel very grateful and you want to be careful. So with Dragon, obviously you're going to be in such a unique, powerful situation in the month of April and moving forward. Now that you've balanced these two things, your talent, your what you know, your knowledge, what you're good at, as well as harboring something in that you used to think was stressful before, you still want to be careful with this Dragon card. I'm not sure what you want to be careful with, but actually, if we look at your runes, it does show us. The Thurisaz rune falls between the 6th house and the 7th house. So there are two areas where you want to be super careful in the month of April. The 6th house is all about your routine, your health, the details, right? So the Thurisaz rune is kind of like something that scratches, but ultimately it leads to your benefit. It leads to you learning and growing. So at the end of the day, even if you're not careful, they will teach you. These situations will teach you, and you will align and become better at these two directions, which we'll talk about now. But you can cut it short by listening to your guidance this month. So 6th house, you want to be particularly careful this month, starting this month and moving forward, with your routines, your habits, your health, things like that. You want to be super organized. You want to be disciplined. You want to know what you got to do every day. You want to adopt healthy habits that will serve this phase of your life in the best way. So what habits do you know you need to adopt? Things like, oh, you know what? I need to wake up sleep a little bit earlier and wake up a little bit earlier. Or I need to be more disciplined in writing down my task list every day and sticking to it. Or I need to adapt the habit of eating healthier food. This definitely will help me in this phase of my life because I need attention. And if I, for example, take my supplements, if I eat healthier, if I avoid the things that make me feel sluggish, that will really help me out because I will tend to do what I need to do. So these are just examples of what I'm seeing with the Thurisaz rune in the 6th house. You really want to be careful also about the details. You want to look at the quality of the work that you're doing. You're a VIP after all, so double check your work, make sure you're looking at the details this month. And moving forward, by the way, as well as the 7th house, there's something about your connections. You want to be careful. I don't know. The dragon could be things like maybe you're now VIP and you're so important. You want to treat people well on your way up. This could be one explanation for it, right? It is there, so maybe it resonates with someone. You want to be you want to be graceful with your people, even though you're the leader. You obviously have some very important treatment. All of that, you want to humble yourself. You be a leader, but at the same time, don't hurt other people with it. Don't boss around others, lead others. This could also be things like I know what's right. Maybe it's not about bullying others. Maybe it's or bossing other people around. It could be I'm not listening to anybody. Maybe you have a team with the 7th house, the close people around you. You either have close people around you that clap for you and go, oh, of course you're right. Yeah, everything you say is right. And you don't tend to stop and think whether it's actually right or not. What do they call them? Yes people? Or you've got people around you this month that can give you great advice, and you want to be careful not to go, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. And maybe you're the expert here. Don't cancel yourself out, but have the open heart and the open mind to listen to others as well. So these are the things that I'm picking up with the dragon, the 7th house, and the Thurisaz, as well as the VIP access. Try to see where you're privileged, and sometimes a privilege is like a double-edged sword. It can give you a lot, but at the same time, it can sometimes rob you from skills that you want to adopt, and so, or things that you should do to be careful. So in this way, I would greatly advise you this month. It is there regarding your connections with others. If you're surrounded by yes people who love what you do, that's a wonderful thing, but you have to be careful not to just listen to these people, not to have some form of echo chamber. You want to get some real feedback. If these are people that are telling you things, but you feel like you know better, of course, listen to your experience, but also consider what other people are telling you. This is what I'm able to pick up with the Thurisaz rune in the 7th house. So yeah, these are the 2 areas, my dear pile number 1, that you need to be very careful with. If you pay attention to them, you're going to be taking leaps and leaps and leaps with this great opportunity that is showing up. This great opportunity is particularly interesting in the way that it's finally taking you far. Do you see the Wunyu rune in the 9th house? The 9th house is travel, right? And it could also be philosophy and beliefs and many other things, being open-minded, opening your mind to exploring other ideas and many things. But the reason I'm particularly focusing on, I'll say travel now, and then I'll tell you what I'm seeing. The reason I'm particularly focused on travel, on movement, is because of that cage right there. So there's a bird that can go far in life, but this bird is currently stuck in a cage. So the way I'm reading this, the Wunyu rune is a rune about bliss, right? So you're finally going to be free from something that used to hinder you from flying free. You're someone that has wings, that has great capabilities of going far in life, but I feel like you've been caged. When a bird is caged, the only thing it finds easily. Not that I'm defending ever, I'm just reading it intuitively, caging a bird, ever. But when a bird is caged, a bird doesn't have to work hard for her food or its food, because its friend or owner is the one that provides it with the food. Other than that, this bird is miserable, right? So perhaps you were somehow taken care of in a closed environment, like a safe environment, but you felt like you were so limited. You felt like you have a far bigger potential. And this month, this is really changing. You're going far. You're going to be, this is the first month where the door's opening, where at least, even if you're not out of that cage yet, you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, I don't need to be stuck there. It looks like I'm not going to be in that cage for long. So you're going to, just like a bird who's been caged for a while, you're going to learn to step out a little bit, come back, step out, work your wings and learn to fly free. So I do see you eventually being absolutely free from that cage-like environment. And April is the month where you go, whoa, look at this potential. You dry up your tears. You're no longer afraid. This is a month where maybe in the beginning you're going to be a little bit stressed, but you're like, oh, look at the sun rising for me. Oh my God, it's happening. Look, your runes are beautiful. You've got the Wunya rune in the 9th house. You're gonna have the bliss of freedom, of being able to go far in life. It's starting off for you in April. You can see it with the grasshopper. You're going to be taking leaps upon leaps in the month of April, and you're really gonna feel with the wink here, I got it. It's working out for me. Maybe not necessarily totally out of it, but you're like, I got it. Also, this month is a month where you're gonna be treated with a lot of respect. You're gonna have this VIP treatment, VIP status. Your achievements are gonna start to show. The birth happens. You know that glow up that mothers have when they first have a child? They tend to be treated a little differently, like family, friends, everyone watching the mother and taking care of her child. I think there's a shift that happens in people's minds towards this person. They used to be like, for example, oh, Sarah, we used to have fun with Sarah. And then, of course, we're going to have fun with Sarah, of course. But you start thinking, oh my God, Sarah is really mature. Look at Sarah taking care and handling her new baby. A mother, I don't know, there's something that changes in society when we look at a new mother, mostly, and feel like, oh my God, they are maturing, they are leaders, they are this, they are that. There's more respect that tends to happen by society. And so in that way, I feel like you are maybe birthing something, or this opportunity that comes to you. It gives you the opportunity to shine. It shows what you're made out of, what you can do, especially as you open your mind to balance something that maybe used to scare you a little bit. So there's a lot of learning this month. As you handle these two things, people start to see you in a different light. It's another example. It's not just the mother, but also an employee that handles a team for the first time. And you can see that they're well organized. They are able to handle the project well, handle the mistakes or handle the crises, get the results. And a manager looks at this employee for the first time and goes, this is definitely leadership material. I'm very impressed. So something like that happens for you this month. You handle things in a very good way, gracefully, but with a lot of talent and a lot of knowledge, a lot of strength. Knowledge and strength. You also do something bold for the first time that you haven't stepped into. All of these things are, first of all, aligning you to your purpose, but also they are giving a good, like a VIP image about you this month. They are showing what you're made of. You're going to be very happy this month. and you're going to begin on a path of great prosperity and abundance. It seems like this is something clear here for you. I also feel like you're moving quickly towards your north node. It's the 12th house, right? Towards your spiritual purpose. You're aligned with your spiritual purpose. The Awaz rune has to do with many things, loyalty and partnerships. Perhaps you're partnering with someone, by the way, that's definitely there, partnerships, loyalty. But I was going to say it has to do with horses, by the way, as well. So maybe this is talking about moving quickly towards your north node, towards your purpose, towards great growth. You're on the right path, my dear pile number 1. Okay, finally, let's take a look, first of all, at these 3 cards. They're out for a reason. The Lover's card, the Magician, ooh, as well as the Knight of Wands. Well, I've got something here for you. My dear pile number 1, I would say that the stars are aligning, and you might find your soulmate this month. You might meet your soulmate this month. There's magic happening. Look at the magic, the Magician, the Knight of Wands is all about desire, following, getting what you want. So you might have someone greatly pursuing you this month. Look at the dragon. I think they are, beware of self-delusion. They're like sort of, I don't know, losing their mind over you, it seems. They really like you. They're super outspoken about it. There's some connection that happens, some magic that happens between you and someone. If you resonate with that, it's definitely there. Wink, wink. This person one day, it's your 12th house. They're aligned with your spiritual path. So obviously they're a soulmate. And wink, wink, I was saying, they could even be the parent of your children one day. So you might, this might be a long-term thing. They really like you there. So that's one thing as well I'm seeing for your month of April. Meet some magic, what I'm surely seeing here with the Magician and the Knight of Wands. I'm seeing magic, I'm seeing attraction, I'm seeing all the things that happen at the very beginning of love. Like, are they going to be there? Are they looking? Speaking to this person for the first time, or are they speaking to you? I feel like this magic happening, the new beginning magic going on. Okay, also for this month, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's split them into 2. You've got the Page of Swords. Whoa, you've got the 10 of Cups. This is going to be an amazing month, my dear pile number 1. Mark my words. This is going to be an amazing month for you. And you've got the 7 of Wands. This month, you're finally tackling a huge obstacle that has been standing in your way. I feel like it's one of these annoying things that you didn't have time for, but was annoying you throughout the months or years even. And you're like, one day I'm going to get to it. One day I'm going to get to it. But I think it's becoming so challenging that this month is the month where you're going to go, that's it. I'm going to tackle this challenge once and for all. It's not going to be in my life any longer. And you can see with the 10 of Cups is leading to great happiness, elation. So sometimes we've got that one thing that robs the happiness of the whole day from us. And we didn't even know that it was that important. You know, it's kind of like going out with some friends and you're really enjoying the day. The day gets colder, the weather gets colder and colder, and you're like shivering, and you keep thinking, my God, I should have gotten my jacket. Or even better, your shoes are tight and you're out having fun, and as you go out with your friends, you're walking a lot and it's just so much fun. So you're enduring all of that pain throughout the day until at some point during the night, even though the day is so much fun, you realize you're in so much pain. You take your shoes off and you're like, oh my God, I just ruined my whole day. All of this fun because of my pair of shoes, they were too tight for me. They were so uncomfortable. So likewise, I feel like there's something in your life that you could have put to the background because in the grand scheme of things, they weren't as important as the other things that you needed to take care of. I think this is something that progressed by time. You didn't pay attention to it, or you didn't think it would cause that type of issue one day. And by time, I think it's grown bigger and bigger, and you're like, oh my God, that's so annoying. It's robbing off my happiness. I'm going to deal with this once and for all. So I don't know where this lies for you, but I see you owning up owning up for it, getting power and dealing with it. I see you being very happy because once this is out of the way, you're like, oh, I feel so good. My God, I can't believe this has been robbing all of this happiness from me. So that's another thing that's happening in your month. I think that's you tackling something in your everyday life. And finally, with these two cards, oh, I love this for you. You got the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. What's up, my dear pile number 1? You got a lot of things going on. Do you see how these two cards look like they're connected? I feel like your past and your present connect in this very moment. There was this one time. This is like a spiritual month for you, isn't it, pile number 1? There was a moment in your past where you lost something big. You cried over it. By the way, you always had great blessings that were going to take you far in life, just like today. But maybe out of the extreme sadness, you just couldn't see it. I think here you've spent a lot of time crying over the spilt milk, crying rivers because of this huge disappointment. Good, at least you've released it. And I see that the potential that was always there for you is going to be manifested this month. While you have lost something huge before, you're coming back to get what you dreamt of pertaining this situation in always this month. This is the month where your past and your future connect, where you get to see, yes, there was this one time in my life where I cried my heart out because I lost something so precious to me, but look at where this took me today. This is your month, my dear pile number 1. You can see the Awaz rune in the 12th house. This is your spiritual month. So, my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, sending you all the blessings in the world. I love this for you. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your April 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading. I also feel this one, so I'm going to take it as well. These are the decks that I'll be using in your reading. If you're interested at any point in knowing the names of any of them in any video, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. Okay, as you can see on the far right, I've got a chart of astrological houses in which we'll be casting your runes on to get an accurate reading of what you can expect in your month. But very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Amethyst. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Leo, and Libra. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We're going to cast your runes first. And let's ask, what can pile number 2 expect in their April 2025 predictions? Right, that's a main rune here in your reading. Going to be a powerful month. You're also going to be feeling very powerful this month. I love this energy for you. All right, so 1, 2, 3. This one was here. Good thing I caught it before it moved. You've got a lot of activities in your 12th house. My God. Okay, so nice. Let's get straight into it and see what your runes are. Powerful month for sure for this pile. So, in the 12th house, where most of your runes are, or half of your runes are, you've got the, what's this? Oh yes, this is the Othala rune. You've got the Berkana rune. Whoa, something is starting off and it's moving in the right direction. It's making you move towards your north node, your spiritual path. And whoa, we've got the Fehu rune in the 12th house. Oof, this is going to be amazing. This is a very favorable rune. It's a rune of abundance, wealth. And I'll tell you something similar that happened in pile number 1. In fact, I highly recommend you check out pile number 1 if you're drawn to it. Something very similar between you and this pile, but in this pile, it's so powerful. As you are moving towards your 12th house or starting to absolutely align, because something is starting with the Berkana rune, the rune of birth. This month, it's absolutely aligning you with your path. And this is why you're going to start seeing a lot of great abundance and wealth starting this month for you. I don't know why you have the Othala rune, the rune of family or community here, but maybe you're going to have a community, right? In your 12th house, but we'll find out in your reading. So in your 9th house, you've got the Yewaz rune. In the 8th house, you've got the Peroth rune. And in the 4th house, you've got the Thurisaz rune. Very, very interesting. Let's keep it to the side for now. And let's take a look at your oracle cards. Right. So, you've got the resonance card with the keyword joy. Didn't I tell you something is resonating with your path? There's resonance in your life. Very cool. And as there is resonance and you're moving towards your path, you really start to experience great joy. Things are just working out for you. You feel great. I love this for you. Right, what a pile. You've got the Scorpio card with the keyword the enigma. So the other keywords are intense, strategic, secretive, sexual, enticing, extreme, powerful. Yeah, it's a super powerful month for sure. Passionate, manipulative, competitive, possessive, and ruler of the 8th house. Speaking of the 8th house, we've got an interesting activity there. So let's keep that here for now. Resonance, joy, and Scorpio. You know, Scorpio is a deep sign. When it feels something, when Scorpio feels something, they feel it intensely. They feel it passionately. Oh, maybe this pile is going to start doing something that aligns with their spiritual gift. Maybe the Othala rune here has to do with your ancestors. You're tapping into your spiritual gift and it's just making everything work out for you. I think that's what's going on here. You know, in fact, seeing the Othala rune here of your ancestors, in fact, you know, you might think that you're tapping by choice into this, and of course you are. It's always our choice, don't get me wrong. But the Peroth rune is a rune of fate. Falling in the 8th house, there's a massive transformation going on in your life in the month of April that is absolutely fated. And it looks like you're moving in the direction of your ancestors, maybe something pertaining to what your ancestors wanted to do, wanted to change for the greater good, using your gift, your powers. Your ancient ancestors, I'm feeling, yeah, your ancient ancestors used to be so good at something. I'm channeling a thought, you can take it or leave it, but I'm channeling the idea of imagining your ancestors were called the something, like for instance, the educators, the blacksmiths, the warriors, like they're strong, they know how to, protectors, for example, the scientists. I don't know, I can keep going and on and on. So I'm envisioning your ancestors as not just good at something, but like maybe even something pertaining to that was the family that you go to when you wanted something like that. Whether you're aware of this or not, it seems like it's in your DNA almost, with the Athala rune of the 12th house. As you're tapping into this talent this month, into this power this month, you're going to be surprised at how it brings you great abundance and wealth. So you're on the right path for sure. I feel like you've got your ancestors helping you out this month. I almost feel like they're so proud of you. So yeah, and the way you're gonna feel the joy this month is so intense. You're really gonna feel very happy. Yeah, also, as you align to this spiritual path, it's gonna make you feel naturally stronger and stronger. You're gonna feel physically stronger, emotionally stronger. You're gonna feel more confident. You're gonna feel like you have the ability to tackle things that maybe you couldn't tackle before. Overall, just a lot of power as you align with this power that you have. Very nice. So let's take a look at the rest of your oracle cards. You've got the card Mars in Scorpio again with revenge. A lot of Scorpio energy here. You've got Mercury in Aries with restlessness. Scorpio and Aries, they're both ruled by Mars. So like I told you, the planet of power, right? You're really feeling this power this month. Power to communicate, power to take back your rights or the rights of the people, the power to empower others to get back their rights or get back what they deserve, or feel empowered to do something in their lives. I commend you for whatever it is you're doing here. I wish you all the best of luck for it. It's always wonderful to empower others, really. You've got, wow, I'm telling you, there's something about your luck with money this month. Do you know this is the talisman for winning the lottery? You've got the Fehu rune in the 12th house. To tell you you're going to be so lucky with wealth this month is an understatement. This is the beginning of wealth coming to you in abundance and easily. It's just going to start happening so easily for you. So you've got Saturn in Sagittarius with fulfillment. Okay, I'm thinking you have an activity in the 9th house, Sagittarius, with partnership or loyalty, the Yewaz rune. So maybe you're partnering with someone this month, or you're being loyal to your spiritual journey. But in any case, you being loyal to that path seems to be moving everything quickly towards you. Right, you've got Mercury again in Sagittarius. A lot of Sagittarius energy, and you've got discovery. I think as you're moving towards this direction that you're being called to move towards in the month of April, something revives in your life. You discover a way in which you can revive something that was inactive here in your life. And instead of it being inactive, it gives you suddenly so much with the world on the other half of the card. So it wasn't really, look at the 9-9, wow, 9-9. So anyways, it wasn't really dead, this thing, it was just inactive. You know these sci-fi movies that take people or animals, put them in these cubicles so that they can live for thousands of years. They're still alive, just inactive. Or bacteria even, or I don't know, anything that may look like it's not there, it's stopped, it ended, it died, but really it's still alive and waiting for its time to pop up alive again. So I don't know how this resonates with you, but I feel like you've had something in your life that you thought wasn't working. You thought it wasn't working, you thought it was over maybe, only to find that it's that very thing that gives you the world. You're really going to be flabbergasted at how something comes back to life that you thought was over. So maybe this is a talent, a direction that you used to pursue that you were so excited about before in the 12th house. You're like, oh, one day I'm going to be that. You tried to pursue that, perhaps, direction. It didn't work out, as we learn when we first graduate. And then you start realizing, oh my God, I can pick it up this month again or something. Something like that is happening. So that's just an example, but something you thought was over, it's alive and is going to start to be kicking as well, alive and kicking. So you've got dark men, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. You've got horseshoe, good luck. I'm telling you, this is the month where you're getting great luck. Great luck for sure, like the type of luck that you would get when you win the lottery. Great luck. Yeah, 9-9. Anyways, you've got ladder, climbing toward success. And success it is, you're moving towards your 12th house. You've got the month of December. You've got wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. You've got the month of February. And you've got money will be coming to you. We know. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But we know for this pile, we definitely know that. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. And yeah, complete that picture. And see, what can pile number 2 expect in their month of April 2025, please? Yeah, you're moving towards success. You're gaining a lot of money. You're experiencing a lot of great luck. You're experiencing movement. You're empowering yourself. And it looks like you're on the path to empowering others. Wow. Wow, the enigma. Right, so you've got the Knight of Wands. You've got the Hermit. The Ten of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. Ooh, and you've got the Star card. So, Ten of Cups, the Star card. Very, very favorable cards for sure. So what am I seeing? Knight of Wands. I don't know. With the Knight of Wands, you suddenly wake up this month. And you're like, I'm going to get this. There's the wake up here. You're like, I'm getting this. This is mine. I'm getting this. I don't know. Something suddenly awakens within you. And I feel like the awakening here, I'm starting to feel like it's you. And you become restless. You're like, there's something inside you suddenly that is so sure that you can do something. That's like your DNA kicking. I'm not speaking scientifically, obviously, but something like that. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to get this. Suddenly you wake up, you're feeling restless. You're like, How do I get this? You're walking back and forth. How do I get this? How do I get this? And you're like, you're not relying with the hermit here on anything else, on anybody else. You're like, I have the power to do this on my own. I'm not waiting for any opportunity. I'm not waiting for someone to help me. I'm not waiting for anything. It doesn't mean that you're not going to partner with others, because you've got the Yewas rune in the ninth house. You could be. It's not what I mean. What I mean is you're not waiting for life to happen to you. This is the month where you're like, wait a minute, I'm going to do this for myself. And you can see with the 10 of Cups that you're going to be so happy with the results. And like I told you, seeing this combination of the 5 of Pentacles and the Star card is exactly what I'm seeing in this card. We see a shift with the wheel here. We see a huge shift upside down in your life. Where before with the 5 of Pentacles, you lacked something, it wasn't there, it looked like it was dead. Here you're moving from that energy of I don't have it, it's impossible, it can't happen for me, it's not mine, to the energy of, oh my God, this massive dream is coming true right in front of my eyes. Like, what is going on? I guess I would say that this is the divine time that things are meant to move. Do you see the blowing with the February? Things are just starting to move. I'm wondering, there's a time frame here between February and December. And although April is the month where you're like, that's it, I'm making this happen. If you look at your world, and things were starting to move even before your awakening to you feeling, oh my God, I can do this. Since February, things were already starting to move in a massive way in your life. I think if you look back in retrospect a little bit, you might be able to recognize that since February and March, things have been happening around you. Massive changes have started to already happen before you woke up. And that was to help you be able to pick whatever you need and use these tools when it was time. Time is April for you. You're going to feel empowered this month. You're like, I got this. I'm making this happen. You're waking up to your power. You're feeling it. You're going after the things that you want. And you're going to experience luck in a massive way. Now, as you're pursuing all of this and feeling like you're tackling one amazing thing after the other, trying to figure out with the enigma here, how can you make this happen? It's mysterious, but you're like, I'm making it happen. Like, I don't care how mysterious this is. There's something about your energy of, this is mine. Do you understand? This is mine. And it's that type of energy, as you can see, that's leading to you feeling so happy. It will be yours, because the minute you decided it was yours to that degree, it's already yours. That's the secret here. So what I can tell you about this month is that with the Thurisaz rune in the 4th house, these massive changes may lead to you feeling a bit discomfort in your everyday living, in your home, in your stability. 4th house, in your stability. I would say in your stability. Often when we make massive changes to this degree, some sacrifices come with that. Some major changes come with that, obviously. And we just suddenly change our routines. We change the decisions we have about life, sometimes down to even where we're living with the 4th house. Maybe some of you will feel like, you know what, in order to make this happen, I need to save more money. Thus, I'm going to rent something that allows me to save better. Or maybe you're thinking, oh, you know what, I'm going to spend these next 3 months with, I don't know, my parents, if they let you. I don't know, I'm just thinking, or with a friend, if they let you. So at the end of the day, you're like, there's something about discomfort in the way you live. Maybe it's lack of stability. Maybe you're like, you know what, I'm going to leave my corporate job and I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to take this massive change. That could be an example. And that could be leading to discomfort because you are not feeling so stable. You're worried about your stability, but you're making this massive change here in your case, which you know you're going to land. You're like, I'm going to put myself in this situation and I'm going to make it happen. You know what you remind me of? Of someone who just packed up their bags. They have some money saved and they just throw themselves in another country. They're like, you know, this is, I'm going to make it there because this is where I want to be. Like, you know, I'm just going to move from Chicago to New York. This is where I want to be. I've got this amount saved up and I'm just going to go there. This is my dream city. And you just like land there and try to figure out day by day until you absolutely make it. So it doesn't have to be, of course, although to be honest with you, it does, your pile really does seem to me like you're making a massive change. It doesn't have to be like so extreme as to moving to another place. But the reason I mentioned this is the fourth house. There's something about you risking your stability. You're like, you know what, it's okay. It might affect my stability. It doesn't have to, but it might affect my stability, but I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to charge forward. I know I can get this. And your I know is so loud. The 10 of Cups really show here that you're going to be happy on this path. Look, joy, ultimate happiness, abundance towards this path. And, you know, it might look to you like you're making this massive change, but it's fated. And that's why things have already been changing since February. Now, you are going to start feeling super happy this month. Feeling happy is an emotion. It doesn't come with particularly the results, right? But you're going to start experiencing this abundance starting this month. But the massive change, like akin to the world here, like feeling like the world's your oyster, you got it all or something, it will be at its peak, or you're going to start feeling like, oh my God, it's moving to its massive degree in the month of December. So you're going to start moving quickly. You will feel like between February and December, there are many things that are changing in your life, like massive changes are happening. You'll feel like you're moving quickly. You're doing this, you're doing that. Things are happening quickly. And by December, I can tell you, and I hope you remember this reading, it looks like by December, you're going to look back and go, oh my God, the things that changed this year since February. It's crazy. If I tell anyone about it, they won't believe it. By December, you would have changed so many things, massive things in your life. And equally, you will experience massive results. I mean, the cards can't lie here. You're going to have so much good luck and you're going to have so much abundance. It's fated for this to happen for you. So yeah, the month of massive changes and transformations that is fated. You know, you've got the Yewaz rune, which is either partnership. So you're either going to have a powerful partnership with someone this month that is taking you far in life, or with the ninth house, the traveling and the home, you might be making a major move, whether this is places, homes, workplace, massive change in industry or something, this massive move that will lead to your great abundance. If you're partnering with someone, that would describe the energy of a person in your reading. Your partnership in this case is going to be one of great luck and it's going to lead you to great success. But I just want to make sure, because this is the one card that I feel I haven't fully understood yet, unless this is partnership. So let me just make sure. What does the dark man in your reading suggest? Oh, look at that. the Empress. And that's a very interesting Empress card, because here we see Alice acting in a mature way. And although the White Queen in the beginning used to bully her, she's now taking leadership and confusing the White Queen by acting motherly. That's why it's in the Empress card. She's like, let me help you adjust this for you. So there's grace, kindness, but also the role of leadership. And it's, as you can see, confusing the White Queen a little bit. She's like, is Alice being kind, or is Alice acting like a leader? There's a bit of confusion here. So it looks to me like whether this is a partner, like this reading suggests, which I'm starting to feel really like for most of you, you're actually going to start partnering with someone. And I feel like you're going to partner with someone very powerful, but through your grace and intelligence, you're going to be able to lead them properly. So there's something about you partnering, with someone powerful where they think, oh, it's done like this, I'm going to do this, we're going to do that. And you're acting kindly with them, so you're not responding head to head, but through your kindness, it also shows your leadership. I think you got me what I mean here. So yeah, if on the small percentage that you fall in the fact that you are actually traveling, because sometimes I change my mind and then someone's like, oh, but it was true for me. If this is your case, you're actually moving, because there is the 4th house and the 9th house here, then in that case, you are still dealing with someone this month, a powerful person, right? In whatever you're doing. And they're not intimidating you anymore, this person. You're handling them so well. So it's the same meaning, just not a partner. Yeah, you're helping this person get ready to pursue something and bring abundance. You're acting like a partner instead of acting head to head. You're like, let's do what we came here to do, or let's do what's important. Let's focus on what's important. But you're doing it in such a graceful as well as a powerful way, which you're getting in touch with your power this month, and you're confusing everyone around you here. Okay, so I guess this is, can we get more information about this person? 3 of Pentacles. I see a lot of creativity here. I'll tell you why. And you've got the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is connecting us to the star. So here, I'm sure you know the scene where they color the apples red when they found out that the queen wanted red. Did I say apples? I'm sorry. Roses red. When they found out the queen wanted red roses and not white roses. So what I'm picking up here, the collaboration with the 3 of Pentacles, we know there's some form of collaboration this month between you and someone. It's one of good luck, by the way, and it will lead you to great success. And you can see it right here. Here it's a ladder. Here is the 8 of Cups movement towards your dreams for both of you. I see that your collaboration will be very creative. You're handling crises like a boss. You're like, okay, we don't have to bring everything down. Let's, handle it well. How about we do this? How about we do that? And you're collaborating together. You're putting your heads together. One's good at planning. One's good at applying something. One's a master at this. And you're working together, bringing out your talents. Each one has an important role this month towards this major dream that you will see with the ladder and the 8 of Cups step by step from today and up until December. Step by step, you are both, or you are moving towards this major dream. This major dream is fated. It's going to happen for you. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your April reading. Very interesting. I love this for you. I just had this hit of thought, channeled thought, and I wasn't going to say it, but then I felt, no, if I channeled it, I'm going to tell you. There's something about keep it silent. Like, don't talk too much about this. Don't share it with someone else. Don't share it with anyone. And although I would love as a content creator to tell you, hey, share your reading. But here, to be honest with you, there's something about just keep it between you and you for now. Okay, so my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at your April 2025 predictions. And by the way, these are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. But very quickly, before we begin your reading, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful tiger's eye. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. And as you can see on the far right, I have an empty chart of astrological houses in which we'll be casting some runes on in a moment, which will give us a lot of details on what you can expect in the month of April. Right, so let me pull out your tea leaves and then we'll go straight into casting your runes. Okay, so for the month of April 2025, what can pile number 3 expect, please? I do have the Kanaz rune in my hand. It's a very favorable rune. Looks like it's the main energy here. Whoa, wow! You've got the Gebo rune in the 2nd house. Guys, I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this is. This is like a huge gift in the house of wealth and money and materialistic gains. So this is amazing. It looks like you're having a bout of like a huge lump sum of money maybe coming in, and it's gifted. The Gebo rune suggests that it's not coming as because of hard work, although it could be, don't get me wrong, but for most of you, this is a huge lump sum of money being given to you by someone, or maybe you've put your money somewhere and you weren't expecting that it was going to give you this huge lump sum one day. Maybe you put an investment aside and forgot about it and you're receiving some money that you're not expecting. But this is amazing, right? So let's get straight into it. If anything moves it, I'll put it back. We know it's meant to fall here. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 runes in the 2nd house. So we've got the Awaz rune between the 1st and the 2nd house. Between the 8th and the 7th, you've got the Isa rune. And between the 11th and the 12th, mainly the 11th, you've got the Berkana rune. Very nice. All right. Let me take out your runes. So this is not the Gebo, this is the Nothis, just so you know. And let's put this one to the side. Right? Okay. Now, let's take a look at your oracle cards first. So, starting off your reading, you've got the Sovereignty card. Wow. With the keyword self-empowerment. For a second there, I read it as self-employment or something. Yeah, self-employment. So maybe that's something that someone who's listening to this pile is going to do. Okay. You've got effort, the builder. Nice. Someone here is going to be self-employed. Maybe you're going to decide to be a freelancer. Maybe you're going to decide to have your own company. You're going to build for yourself instead of building for others. I know it's very specific, but it's there. I'd like to show you when I see something. In any case, this pile this month is going to feel empowered to build their own thing, whether this is in your career, your personal life, to feel empowered to do your own thing. Maybe you've relied for a long time for someone to do something for you or something to give you results. In any case, I feel like there's a strong sense of empowerment going on this month, of you feeling like, you know what? I'm going to rely on myself. And look at that. I feel in the craziest way that the Awaz rune between the first and the second house is kind of saying that, because although the Awaz rune is a rune of partnerships usually, right? Having part of it fall in the first house is kind of making me feel that same energy. Instead of being with someone, you are relying on the self, the first house. You see, that's how I'm picking it up. And it's resulting with the second house to results giving you more, to you seeing tangible results with the second house. Very interesting. So there is somewhere in your life where you are relying too much on something. And I feel like this is the month where you're going to start to feel empowered to rely mostly on yourself. At least this is the beginning of it. And perhaps the Awaz rune falling in the two houses, the split here is where I'm reading it intuitively, especially that it's in the first house part of it, is how I'm feeling. Either you're going to split your reliance this month between what you're doing for yourself and that partnership that or reliance that you have maybe on someone. Not that this someone is bad, is you're just feeling empowered, or that you're entirely going, you know what, I'm going to rely on myself this month. Whether this is again in your career, in your like personal life where somebody's helping you with something, I don't know. It's going to differ, of course, from one person to the other listening to this pile, but that's the first strong power that I'm seeing right here. Right, so you've got a Cancer card with the caretaker. Do you see the caretaker? I feel like something's been, or someone's been taking care of you for so long. This is the month where you're seeing the light. You're like, thank you so much for all of the kind help. This is not like a bad split of you going, I don't want you to take care of me anymore. It's more like, I want to do this for myself kind of thing. So in any case, here you've got the keywords loyalty, emotional depth, sympathetic, moody, tenacious, protective, nurturing, familial ties, hypersensitive, sense of home, ruler of the fourth house. You've got Sun in Virgo with health. Saturn in Aries with risk. Right. You've got, let's take a look at your tea leaves. So you've got clouds, temporary problems. There we go. You've got mountain road. You are on the road to success. I love this for you. You've got funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Chair filled, someone new is entering your life. Got activity in the seventh house here. We'll check it in a moment. You've got love. Ooh. Okay, how can I place this? I'm gonna place it here so that you can see it. And you've got fire. Ooh, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. That can't be a coincidence right there. Okay, so we've got strong love activity. Although the Easter rune is a rune of something being frozen or being on pause, or something about the Easter rune is also like working hard, digging deep until you find the treasure. We'll see what it means here in a moment, but let's take a look at your tarot cards so that we have the complete picture of what you can expect in your month of April. I feel like your cards have chosen to come out already. Let's take them. So you've got the Three of Cups, the Fool card, the Six of Swords, you've got the Three of Wands. It's interesting how the cards are choosing to align. The Chariot, and this one moved with it, so I'm gonna consider that as well. With it, the Ace of Swords, right there. Look at that, looks like the other hand is offering something. Very cool, right? What's the hand doing here? Holding a book. Offering information, maybe? Okay, we've got 3 more cards. We'll reveal them in a moment, but let's stop here for a little while so that we can grasp the energies of what you can expect this month. Look at these group of people together. It reminds me of the 11th house. The 11th house is all about like-minded community friendships as well. Something is starting here for you. In fact, the Three of Wands and in conjunction to the Fool card, both are talking about a jump start to something or a powerful beginning. The 3 of them are talking about a powerful beginning. And it looks like you are forming a new community this month. There's definitely something about a new community that is beginning this month. It looks like this community has gone through a lot of the things that you may have gone through, especially painful things. So it depends on what this community is, where you meet them. Is this like a business community, for example? In that case, the pains are pertaining to the sort of difficulties that you had to go through when it comes to your work or your industry. If this is like a community that is about health, for example, then the pains here are the discussions about the health issues that this community has gone through and how they're helping each other, for example. But there's definitely a new beginning, a new community that you're meeting or forming this month. And you can see with the 12th house how this rune is connected to both. This is like, how can I say this? A soul family, you know? 12th house is a spiritual house. It's the house of transcendence. It's the house of spirituality. It's the house of your north node. So I feel like you're fated, you're meant to be part of this community this month, in the month of April. This is a beautiful community. It could even be a spiritual community, you know? It could definitely be that. Spiritual community that you're meeting, or it's not necessary, of course, at least it's part of your spiritual path. It's destined for you, I would say, to meet these like-minded people. And I see that you're really going to enjoy your collaboration or your communication together, your connection, your friendship together, especially in the fact that you will be sort of like the caretaker, somehow taking care of each other. You won't believe me, but there was a pile last week. And if you're from this pile, please comment and tell me you've seen this. Did this not happen in another pile before with the caretaker? I could have sworn there was a pile like this. Please let me know in the comment section if you've heard it. It's crazy how we change the decks And if there's like a specific persistent energy, it will keep showing up. And recently, I've seen the caretaker in so many ways, a community that's taking care of each other, coming from a same specific background or something. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I can't remember what this reading was. Perhaps you want to expand on this idea because the whole reading was about this. If you guys know, please let us know in the comment section. I'm sure someone here wants to know what this reading and to watch it. Anyways, not to waste your reading time, we see that aspect of you meeting a wonderful community this month. Looks like this is some form of powerful energy that keeps showing up. So that's starting for you this month. We've talked about how, let's continue there. We've talked about how you're doing your own thing, self-empowerment, self-employment. I could have sworn I also saw it like that as the very first hint. So you're building your own thing. You're starting to rely more on yourself. And because of that, you're reaping the results for yourself. It looks to me with the risk card that because you're filling that position for yourself in your life, it requires some form of risk from you that you will be willing to take. You're taking that risk for yourself, and you're like, it's a risk, but it's definitely something that will give me the power to be independent, to do my own thing, to have my own thing. Before we get to the love part, I really want to figure out this Gebo in the second house, because it looks to me like you're getting a gift, specifically money or something materialistic. It doesn't have to be money. The kings in ancient times, with the Gebo rune, specifically with the Gebo rune that talks about how kings would give a lot of money, sometimes land, sometimes harvest, to their people out of kindness, but really the intention behind it was to make the people love them and stay faithful to them, because we should never forget that a king's power is totally based on this populace loving them and believing in them and wanting them to lead, right? So in any case, all I'm trying to say is that you are getting a great gift by someone. Perhaps this is exactly what this is talking about. Although this is the Chariot card, there's the Justice figure there. So it looks like someone is going ahead and legally, with the Justice figure here and the Ace of Swords, legally giving you something. It might sound crazy, but that's what I'm seeing in the energy of your reading. Like someone giving you money, giving you land, crazy, but I'm just don't shoot the messenger. I'm just showing you there's something here. Giving you a contract, giving you the rights to something, giving you shares from like maybe you work in a specific company and they're like, hey, you're a valuable person in the company and we want to give you shares. Now, this person, yes, could be doing it because they are doing something good, for sure. It's the Gebo rune. But I just want you to think a little bit. At least know, it's good to know everything, right? It's good to know the full picture. This is not to talk badly about this person who's giving you this valuable gift. But I also want you to think. It might be useful, like put a pin on it. Why is this person giving you this? And this is not to make you think, oh, this person has malicious intents. Absolutely not. They may not have malicious intents at all. But it's always good to see the bigger picture in things. It's always important to have a pin on it. It might help you in case something goes awry one day or something. I don't know. I just want to show you the full aspect of the Gebo rune. That's all. And sometimes this really is a gift. Sometimes there are good kings, right, who really love their people and they just want to gift them. They see something and they want to help out. There are different types of people. So don't take my advice with a grain of salt. But I'm just inviting you to think for yourself. So yeah, somebody in this month of April is officially Ace of Swords, the Justice, and the Chariot going ahead and giving you something. Now, there's also the element of the World card here. You see, all of these animals are in the World card. So they're giving, and the knife, like a whole cake, and the knife, a piece of a cake, right? For some of you, they're officially giving you the whole thing. For some of you, they are giving you a big share, a nice share, and they're giving it to you with great honor, by the way. Give great honor, great respect. But you have someone like that. You might find, for example, your parents saying, hey, we've always kept this for you, we want to give it to you. Or your company giving you a share because they really value you as being part of the company. I don't know. Can I think of anything else? I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, somebody's giving you a valuable gift this month. Okay, now that we figured this part out, I want to go back to this funnel, mountain, road, and clouds, because there's a situation here. Is it pertaining to what you're doing? Perhaps. Yes, it's connected to the chair filled. That thing that you're going to take ownership over this month will start making you feel empowered, and you will start to, in fact, build that thing that you want for yourself. You will feel this month that although the road ahead is long and maybe a little bit arduous in the fact that it will require effort from you, but you certainly know that you are on the road to success. You know that you're in the right direction. It's just a matter of effort. The good thing is that you will have the vision, you will know how to get to the top. You understand the type of effort that it needs, and it's just a matter of literally that effort. It's not like, if I put in this effort, will I not get anything? It's like, this is confusing, this is complicated, I don't know how to get this or get these clients, for example, or do this product or whatever this is. You know exactly what to do. You have a command over it, and it's just a matter of effort for you. Having said that, you will be dealing next month with a temporary, let's say, issue that nothing scary, right? Nothing terrible at all. But it's like the everyday things you encounter when you do something new and when you're on your road to success. You know, we all know that the road to success is not a straight line, it's ebbs and flows. We all know that on our road to success, we learn things, right? And you're taking ownership of that. So next month, although there will be like an issue that you have to figure out and deal with when it comes to you building something, the Kanaz rune here shows that all over your reading, one of your biggest blessings is that you will be shown the way. The Kanaz rune is a rune of enlightenment, right? So all of the different things that you're going through this month, the people you're meeting, and we'll talk about the people in a moment, I'm sure you can see it. The gifts you're getting, the things you're starting, the situations that you're encountering as you're building something, all of that. The highlight here is that you will be shown the way. That is, like, if there is a channeled phrase for you in April, that is the one thing you want to remember throughout your month. You will be shown the way. So sorry guys, for a second there I was like, oh my god, am I going on and it's not, the camera's not shooting. But it turned out that everything was caught on camera. Good. So yeah, you will be shown the way. That is the phrase that you want to remember. Maybe that pause there was serving for you to reflect on that. You will be shown the way this month in everything that you're going through. And in fact, the funnel here shows, you know, it's the purification process, that funnel. It's very important that you go through what seems like clouds here, or the things that you want to figure out, because It will be teaching you something vital on your journey towards that very success, reaching the top. In fact, if I look at this mountaintop, I would intuitively read that the very thing that you will be dealing with next month, in the month of April, that you will, the inconvenience at best that you will be dealing with, is the difference between someone who makes it near the top and someone who makes it at the very top. So take your time, be calm to see what you need to figure out with regards to this temporary cloud, temporary like period where you can't see clearly ahead, you don't know what's going on, you need to figure something out. You will find the light, you'll be guided throughout your month. But take your time to figure it out, because it will give you valuable information, lessons to be learned. It will give you valuable information regarding how to reach the top where you want to go independently. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Now, let's go to the Isa rune in the 7th house and the 8th house right there. 7th house is about intimate relationships, particularly a lot of the times about a romantic relationship. And we can definitely see something going on there. In fact, even these two are connected to the 3 of Wands, which is something passionate beginning here. I would say maybe you're meeting this new love interest who's filling an important place in your heart from this group of people that you're meeting new. Maybe it doesn't have to be, but since this is connected here, it could be. Connected here, it could be. In any case, I do see a lot of love, and it's funny. We see fire, and the Isa rune is pertaining to ice or something being frozen. I don't know, it could have many meanings. It could mean that you haven't been in a relationship maybe in a long time. And so although there's a lot of attraction and emotions between you and someone, it's the relationship is taking its time. There's something about that here. It's taking its time to transform. I think these cards will be answering this dilemma for us. How do we have passionate fire and love, but some form of hold in the area of intimate relationships and transformation? Isn't this crazy? Like, this dichotomy can't be a coincidence. So that's funny. What's going on here? Let's find out. Let's take a look at these 3 cards to see. Oh, hold up. Okay, how can you guys remind me? I'll just have to remember to talk to you about this right there. Okay, so back to the intimate relationships. The Hierophant. And the Hierophant is meditating. The Hierophant took off their gear, their emperor gear, and they're meditating. So you're taking it slow. Maybe. Although there's a lot of passion going on between you and someone, you're doing the wise thing with the Hierophant meditating. You're taking it slow. So nothing is transforming. Okay. There is no intimacy happening yet this month. But the Isa rune here is here to show there is activity. There's something going on, but it's not moving at all this month. Looking at your Hierophant here, it's looking like there's passion brewing between you and someone, and you're taking it slow. You're taking it easy. You're not rushing anything. Also, the Hierophant is power. The Emperor is power. So I see you acting in a very powerful way. Although you really like someone, you can see there's even tension going on, like passion, but you're like, no, I'm going to be stable. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to make sure that this love interest, this person, this love is worth my heart or something. You've got the Five of Swords. I feel like with the Five of Swords, this is the figure from the Five of Cups, the card of disappointment, sadness, crying over spilt milk. Perhaps you have been greatly disappointed before in love. You experienced great pain, and because of that, you're like, I'm gonna have power this time. I'm gonna be more stable this time. I'm not going to be that vulnerable. It's not like you're blocking off love. You just want to take it easy because you've learned. The Hierophant is learning, right? You've learned from your past pains and past mistakes. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I love how the cards instantly explained what's going on. So, but I would say this is the Empress chair. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the High Priestess, which means that you can sense that despite you being careful, you're sensing that there is love with the Empress. There's deep, good, like beautiful love. It's the Empress. You feel like you're valued because the High Priestess is sitting in the throne of the Empress. So you're valued. You're seen for who you are. Apologies. So like I was saying, you can feel and sense good love, like nothing malicious. With the Empress chair, you feel like you're valued, you're appreciated for who you are, you're genuinely loved. Also, you can sense who they are from their actions. There are tangible things that you have with the Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. You can see through their actions that they are a good person, that they have certain values that are important to you through tangible actions that they are doing. But despite that, and despite what you're feeling and sensing and evaluating, you are choosing to take it easy, take it slow, not fully respond to what you're feeling or what's going on entirely between you and this person, because you've learned so much from what happened in your life when it comes to love. So that's what you're choosing to do. You can see in the 7th and the 8th house, there is activity because there's something going on, but you're not going to see, you're choosing not to respond this month. So we'll wait and see what happens next month in the activity of the 7th house. But for now, you're taking it easy. There's like the frozen energy. You're choosing to wait. No transformation in that area. No intimacy in any way. You're taking your time. You're staying grounded to see. You're letting it simmer. Yeah, you're letting this connection simmer. Take its time. It's going to be more beautiful if you do, in your point of view here. Okay, so we did talk about getting back, and I remember getting back to that part. So it does look to me like you want to be careful with your health this month, seeing the placements here. And I'm not saying that, ooh, something is happening to your health. I'm not saying that at all. And I am reading your cards honestly. I mean, if there's something, I would want to tell you so that you take care of it. But I am seeing sort of a warning. And please don't always consult a doctor, always consult an expert. I'm just reading the energies of the cards in your pile. So there's something about you want to take good care of your health this month. You really want to pay attention and take good care of your health, because it looks like you may be at a risk, like risk of inflammation. I don't know what it is, of course, but nothing's wrong. Like, you can rest in peace knowing nothing is wrong, but you do want to pay attention to your health and take good care of your health, either by like eating the right foods, supplementing, exercising, I don't know, whatever you feel and you know you want to do. better when it comes to your health. That is definitely something that I'm seeing. Be protective, be nurturing, take good care of your body. It is your home. And yeah, that's something that you're guided to pay extra attention to this month. You're good. Look, health is great. You just don't want to get yourself into that risk. And therefore, to keep that good health, you want to take better care of yourself, of it, right? So the Six of Swords here talks about the very thing we're seeing here. You're moving towards success. This is the background of this Six of Swords. This is Six of Wands. So you are moving towards success, albeit slowly, especially this month. This is the month where you are moving from tumultuous waters to calmer waters. This is the month where you're really figuring things out. This is the month where when you take ownership of something, you face the initial tumultuous waters or challenges that stand in your way, going rawr. And if you stand there calmly going, okay, calm down. What's your problem? Let's fix that. What's the issue here? Let's close the door. Right, we need to figure something out here. Let me do that this week. And then slowly but surely, you're closing off most of the doors that are bringing in all of this water until you've shut it all, and then wipe your floors clean. Everything's stable, everything is insulated, everything's good, and you move forward towards your success later on. It's very important that you go through this process this month. It is a new beginning for you, but you're not standing there as a newbie, right? This is the Hierophant in the Fool's card, which means that although this is a new beginning, but you've done this so many times in so many different ways. Maybe it's a new territory of you standing by yourself doing it, but you're not a newbie. You've got the keys, you know what to do. You're supported greatly with the gent here by something. Something is supporting you. You can do it on your own, and you are, in fact, moving towards your success. Please do tell me what this gift is. I would love to know. When you find out about it, I hope you guys remember me, you remember this reading, and you tell me. I would love to share your happiness with you guys. I do these readings with every bit of my heart, and I'm invested. I would love to know. So, my dear pile number 3, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your April 2025 predictions. These are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested in knowing the names of any of them at any point during the reading, you'll find that I always list them below for you guys. I always mention this because a lot of you sometimes ask about the decks that I use. Yes, there will be sometimes here and there that I would forget to mention one, but they're always otherwise listed below. So, welcome to your reading, guys. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful ocean calcite. If you picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Taurus, there we go, Capricorn, Taurus, and Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so as you can see on the far right of the reading, I have an empty astrological chart of houses in which I will be casting some runes on, as we do every month, to get the details that you can expect in your month of April 2025. Okay, so what can pile number 4 expect in their month of April, please? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I've got 2 in my hands, which I feel are your main, oh, nice, your main energy of your month. And we've got 1 next to the 8th house. We've got 1 next to the 10th house, 11th house, and that's what we have for this month. Okay, so let's see what you've got. In the 1st house, and a little bit in conjunction to the 12th house as well, is the Kanaz rune. Interesting. Okay. In the 11th house, you've got the Thurisaz rune. The 10th house, you've got, oh, the Peroth rune. Something is fated in the area of your career or your goals in general. You've got the Isa rune in the 8th house. You know, pile number 3 got the Isa rune in the 8th house. I would say if you're drawn to pile number 3, I highly recommend it. It might be different, of course, and that's why I say if you're drawn to it. Okay, let's keep that here. And let's take a look at your oracle cards first. In general, it looks like the energy of your month is amazing because you've got the Wunya rune, which is the rune of bliss, success, right? So that's really nice. And you've got the Dagaz rune, which is the rune of transformation. And we do have a rune in the transformation house. So it's quite interesting because the Isa rune is a rune of something being frozen. I'm kind of thinking that there is a transformation. Maybe the transformation itself doesn't happen in April, but you're taking maybe steps towards it, or you hear something that shows you that there will be a great transformation. We'll find out. These are just my initial thoughts about what I'm seeing, but we haven't seen the cards, so let's wait and see. So, you've got the Leo card with the keyword the showstopper. And the other keywords here are enthusiastic, generous, magnetic, pretentious, show off, bossy, extroverted, proud, headstrong, loyal, seeks approval, loving, and ruler of the 5th house. Okay. You've got effort with the keyword builder. Another pile got this. Was this pile 3? Sure, I think, oh yeah, it was pile number 3. My God, the 2 piles here are very much connected. Again, I highly recommend it if you're drawn to it. You've got Venus in Virgo with discrimination. You've got Saturn in Libra with devotion. And you've got Mars in Aries with impulsiveness. Right. Let's take a look at your tea leaves. You've got Cup with you should accept valid criticism. Whale, great worry over nothing. That's nice. It's always nice to have a whale. It's a highly spiritual animal. You've got December. You've got, wow, 4-leaf clover. Nice, great, good fortune, 2nd time. Good luck, bliss. I mean, the cards are really speaking for themselves for you guys this month. I love this for you. You've got pin, new job or career. And you've got grapes, time to go out and have fun. Love, love this for you. Right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards to get the full picture, the full scope of what we're seeing. There's something about your confidence levels this month, because look at the Kanaz rune. It's the rune of light in the 1st house, which is the house of the self, right? So you're shining bright this month, yeah? And look at that, the Leo, the showstopper. So there's something about you shining bright this month, being unapologetically yourself, feeling confident in your own skin, shining bright. There's something about you attracting a lot of attention towards you. And look at that. There's like, it's borderline connecting to the 12th house. I feel like this is kind of saying, in my opinion, you're standing in your light, and slowly but surely that is somehow going to be used when you're ready in your spiritual path. Just what I'm intuitively picking up. But let's see. what the cards say. I'm very open to changing my mind at any point, just sharing what I'm feeling intuitively this is saying. Okay, so you've got the Two of Wands. You've got the Hanged Man. Ooh, the sun. I'm telling you guys, the Kanaz rune, the light, the sun, the showstopper. I'm telling you guys, you're shining bright this month. I don't know why, but it looks like, no, I don't mean I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why it's so pointed out. Are you gonna shine out in a community? I mean, is this with your friends and family? Is this your business that you're building that's shining bright? That's why I'm really asking. You've got the Queen of Swords. You've got the Five of Swords. Now, this is the difference between an absolute expert and a novice person at something. You can see here the Queen of Swords knows how to hold her sword, how to deal with her sword very well. In this Five of Swords, you see children playing, which they shouldn't be playing with swords, but the card is depicting the idea that the children are finding it to be fun until they realize how not fun it is, right? How hurtful it is. So in that way, I'm saying there's something about a clear difference, the juxtaposition of the cards, right? There's a clear difference between an expert and someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Again, I don't know why this is here. We'll find out, but just pointing out so far what I'm seeing. We can place one more card here before we stop for the moment. And you've got the Hermit card. And suddenly I see the light that we've been seeing throughout. There's something about maybe with the Hermit, you were lost and you suddenly appear. Maybe your work, for example, what you're building used to go unnoticed. And this month there's a loud noise, you see, with the volcano here. In fact, the Two of Wands is a card of vision, of seeing, right? So there's something about maybe you used to build something, you used to work hard, maybe towards yourself or towards your work, your career, a goal that you're working towards. And suddenly, as the volcano erupts, it shows us, hey, there's an underground activity. There's always an underground activity. But when there's a volcano, oh, do we all pay attention? And similarly, I feel like, the whale, it's huge. When we see one, we all pay attention, right? So there is something about you being seen as an expert or intelligent, someone who knows what they're doing, someone who's disciplined. All of this is Queen of Swords. Someone who stands out in one way or the other. Specifically here, when it comes to your confidence. See, I'll tell you why confidence. I'm looking at all of the cards together, right? The Queen of Swords is known to have, I don't want to say control over her emotions. I want to say that her emotions do not affect her. Like, does she consider them? Of course, she's the queen of consideration. But I mean to say that it's not her emotions that are driving her. It's one of the key things about how the beauty of the Queen of Swords. She's able to take the right decisions, do the right thing, regardless of how she feels. So this makes her honest. This keeps her open-minded, and this keeps her strong. So in that way, I see that your reputation this month is being, I want to give the right expression, is, over the top is the wrong word, is like, yeah, let's use the element of the Leo. On fire. Your reputation is on fire this month. You're really seen this month with the Kanazrun in the first house. Everybody's kind of like talking about you. Everybody's noticing you. everybody's recognizing this power, because you look to everyone that you're a capable person, you're capable of building something, capable of doing something. You're standing out because you seem to be someone who's seen as an expert rather than someone who people might think, doesn't know how to handle things. You're seen as someone who's trustworthy, an expert who knows how to handle themselves and the situation they're in. You're seen as an intelligent person, disciplined. You seem like you know what you're doing this month. It's starting this month. You see, you've got the tea and the cup. You won't believe me, but today in my journal, I just printed these out in the same design. Let me just show you. I'm going to cover my tasks and everything, but I'm just going to want to show you the coincidence here. Look at that. I mean, what? And I feel like looking at your cards here and the synchronicity all around me as I'm doing your reading, this can't be a coincidence. There's something about talk about you, the tea, spilling the tea. People are talking about you, pile number 4, next month. And perhaps with this, with the symbolism of the sun and the moon here, it looks like over day and night with discrimination. I'm looking at the cards, how the placements of the card, it looks to me like it's actually a positive. It's coming in the positive context, not as discrimination, but as people specifically choosing to talk about you in a positive way. With Leo, the Kanaz in the first house, it's like you weren't seen with the Hermit and suddenly you're seen. Yeah, that's happening next month for you. There's a lot of talk about you. So if you're worried, if your, for example, work isn't going to be seen, what you're building, what you're doing, because obviously with the volcano coming up, you're working hard, you're burned, maybe you're even burned out, you're really doing something, you're going to have a lot of great luck in the month of April. You can see it here and with the 4-leaf clover. You might even be offered a new job. Maybe you're going to change careers. Sometimes when something goes bam, you're like, I'm so good at this. Maybe I can do that. So I'm leaving it open for everyone listening. But there's something new as a result of this bam, boom, that is happening in your month of April. And discrimination here is definitely talking about how there's all eyes on you specifically and how you're good at something. You're not novice. You're not someone who is just winging it, right? You can see here with the Hanged Man and the Hermit, I'm also seeing this is all about, this shows me that you've been hanging in there. Perhaps you've been stuck for so long. You've been trying to find your way, figure out your way. And you've been stuck in a particular situation for so long. And suddenly someone turns on the light and you're like, what? Oh, thank you. Something like that is what I'm picking up. In fact, having said all of that, do you see you've got the Peroth rune in the 10th house? The Peroth rune is a rune of fate. So something is fated to happen in your area of work, career, or a specific goal that you're working towards. This month, it will absolutely flabbergast you. You can see with devotion here, there's something about people being devoted to you. However, I do want to say, you want to be very careful with the devotion that's coming up new in your life, because you've got the Thurisaz rune in the 11th house. Now, the Thurisaz rune is kind of like Saturn energy. It scratches so that for example, like the thorns of the roses, they scratch, but so that your skin can regenerate new collagen and your skin becomes healthier. It's that tiny inconvenience, little hurt or little pain, little inconvenience that does lead to something great. So in that way, also, I forgot to tell you that the 11th house is the house of people, like-minded people, to be specific, friends. You've got devotion here, so it looks like suddenly there's a lot of attention. People are admiring you. They like what you're doing. They like your work, maybe, or whatever your goal is. But your reading is saying, see, 7th house is the house of intimate connections. So it's like people are feeling more intimate with you. Your reading is saying, look, have fun with that. Don't get the reading wrong. Have fun with that. But be careful, because if you're not prepared, it may sting. It will give you thicker skin, right? But all I can tell you is don't take it too much to heart. Like, enjoy the attention, enjoy the kindness that people are showing, but don't label yourself with it. Don't see yourself from the lens of people. These are all things that can make someone vulnerable to what people can do. Never depend on the outside, because the outside changes. That's life. So sometimes they may really like you. Sometimes things could be stable, sometimes not. And that's natural. That's okay. So stay grounded in yourself is the guidance I can give you, because you're getting a big bam here, right? And you want to be very careful with that. You want to enjoy it, but at the same time, know within yourself that you will be absolutely fine without it. Make the best, give your best, but don't rely on it. Don't let it take you up and down with it, you know? So that's basically what I'm seeing as your guidance. If you do take that part into consideration, you'll be absolutely okay. You've got a lot of activity in the 11th house. You've got a rune there. You've got devotion. You've got people who will really love you. And it's kind of like a gentle warning with all of the talking. One thing, like the grapes, for example, one grape, one piece, one grape that goes bad can affect all of the grape. So for example, this could be talking about sometimes great love could be a blessing, but what is the word called? A blessing, but a curse, I think. A curse, if you let it, of course, because with that example, one rumor or one grape goes bad and it affects everything else. And so you could have, because of that devotion, not everyone's good. You can have one or two bitter people about it, maybe people that are not getting the same attention, maybe people who don't wish good for others, and they could spread a rumor. And if you're not depending on what others are saying, or if they love you or not, you're on your path doing your thing anyways, you won't be that affected, at least emotionally, right? You'll be able to stand in your power, and you seem to me like that sort of person with the Queen of Swords. You'll be able to stand in your power. That's a gift that you already have. Take the right decisions for yourself and move on. And know that everything in the universe is, at the end of the day, matching your energy. Everything at the end of the day is taking you towards your path. So let things change in the flexible way. All this to say that this is only advice. That's not what's happening at all. But it is the guidance that is appearing in your reading. It's saying, be careful from the very beginning. Don't allow your heart to be too attached to that huge attention that you're getting. Enjoy it, but don't get too attached to it. Okay, so moving on to the 8th house with the Isa rune. What's going on there? It's the month of bliss and great transformation. Yet, the transformation, although overnight, and it's clear that you're getting this huge transformation happening in your life, perhaps some aspect about it is not being applied straight away. And again, this may be why you've got the Hanged Man in conjunction to the Sun. So, what do we see about this transformation? Am I not picking something here? Oh, you know what? We do have December. So yes, maybe not right away. You know what I'm picking up? I think that in the month of April, you get this new job, this new career, or this new opportunity, okay? and you feel like this was such great luck, like amazing luck happening in your life. Maybe that opportunity is not starting right away. There's something about with effort here, you having to build it from now up until December. It doesn't mean that nothing is happening between now and December. It's just that this is the time of you building it. So while the transformation is there, the actual transformation itself is not yet happening in the month of April. So I see you building something starting April, and then May and June, July, August, September, October, November, and something by December develops into this huge whale. Something big happens in December. And it's like a cluster with the grapes here. You're building one piece at a time, next to a piece, next to a piece, until it becomes this big cluster of grapes that you get to enjoy. So it's kind of like, yes, it's one thing. I don't know, what is it called, like a group of grapes with this one thing. I know there's a word, I forgot it. But if you look at it, you know that it's individual grapes, one individual grape next to the other. So in that way, again, do you see, you're building something next to something, on top of something, on top of something. Until December, you've got this huge thing going on for you. And that is the real blissful transformation at that time. While it's amazing to enjoy it now, it's kind of like hearing, but in a positive sense, not in a negative sense. Oh, there is the volcano, we see some activity, and it could be erupting in December. Now, I'm giving this as a positive example, not a negative one. Obviously, not for the people there. But all I'm trying to say, I'm talking about the Big Bang. Well, it's like something is cooking. You know that something big is about to happen, that you can do something great. This opportunity is amazing. And as you build it, perhaps you get to enjoy building it. You get to enjoy the benefits of what you're building, right? But up until December, you would have had something huge that you've built that you're going to be very proud of. So yeah, that is what is going on. I feel like this new year, because in ancient times, the new year was thought to be during March, the 21st of March, during the spring equinox. In that sense, I'm saying it's a new, beautiful year full of good luck for you, because it's starting off with a big bang and ending with a whale, ending with something huge that maybe even you wouldn't imagine. So finally, I want to ask about what it is that you're building, and any advice or guidance from your spirit guides regarding that, since this is such a fated and important month for you. So let's see. First of all, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, and one of them sliding here as well, answering the question of what are you building? My God, you're building fortune, depending on what fortune means for you. But I would say with the Queen of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, for most of you, you're building wealth, especially that it's falling in the 10th house. For most of you, this is your career. If you're a student, then this is like amazing grades and a wonderful life ahead. So you're building something powerful that will generate a lot of wealth. That's what I'm seeing here. Whoa! Especially with the Eight of Wands, once it launches in the way that you are imagining it to be. Remember when we said that volcano is going to launch in full force at some point? And so we can see it here, especially when it launches in its full force in December or around that time. It's going to be like a money generative machine. That's what you're building there. I love this for you. So okay, you're building the life that you want. You're building something that you love, that you care about. Okay, that's really nice. It looks like the universe is helping you with that. You're doing something good. And let's ask, what's your guidance? You've got the Queen of Cups. Love it. Take care of it. Do it with a lot of love. Do it with a lot of love and care. Nurture it, take care, be patient with it. Four of Cups. Take care of yourself too. Don't run ever on empty cups, because obviously this thing that you're building requires so much from you: time, devotion, even love. So never run on empty cups. You must give yourself first, fill up your cup first to be able to fill it up for whatever it is you're doing. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. There's something about the community here. What's your guidance there? Connect with your community, I guess. Six of Cups is create memories. Connect with your community, create memories. So let's say, for example, you've got your own business and you're building something, right? It doesn't mean you shouldn't connect with your market, for example. So this could be talking about building a beautiful connection with your community that believes in your service or your product, regardless. If your business has social media pages, for example, connect with them through the social media pages and forget about what you're doing. Genuinely connect with them. Build a good connection. Obviously, you and your community are like-minded. You share a lot of beautiful things together, ideas, mind, vision. So continue to connect. If this is your store and you're building something, continue to keep beautiful connections. And remember, it is really the connections at the end of the day that matters the most. So continue to have good, genuine, beautiful connections with the Six of Cups here, with the like-minded community that you will be meeting. And don't be afraid about the thurisas. Don't be afraid of the people here and there that come and create a disruption. Every disruption has an opportunity for you to transmute that energy to something great. So make use of that. And yeah, my dear pile number 4, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck with this month of April. Looking amazing. Don't forget to update me. I would love to hear. I do love when you guys update me in the monthlies and let me know, oh, this happened and this happened like that. I always love hearing it. Wishing you the best of luck, my dear pile number 4. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!